Hey YouTube, it's SoulPrime13 with another video review. This time we are going to be looking at the APC Galaxy Mob, which is a fourth party slash knockoff of the Air vehicon, done up in the whitish silver for the elite members of Starscream's Armada. He does look pretty nice. He's got plenty of silver all over him. He does come packaged in robot mode. This little glass translucent translucent plastic over his chest does come packed separately. I meant to put a sticker on before I put this on, but I didn't really think about it and just kind of put it on. But you know, it's not the end of the world. I don't often put stickers. Actually, I don't think I've ever put a sticker on my unofficial releases. But yeah, he's got a little red there on the chest where you can put a Decepticon symbol. He's got some red light piping for the eyes. Yeah, plenty of silver all around. He does look nice and he does feel good in hand. I have one other of their figures, the pink RC, and so far both of them have felt pretty solid and hold up pretty well. So no major issues with quality as far as I can tell. He does come with some accessories. First he gets these two little blasters. Kind of hard to tell, but they are done up in black and red. These ones, personally, I just like to keep pegged in to his wings, like so. Come on. Just like that. He also comes with two larger blasters. Done up with some red details as well. For these, essentially you do just kind of stick him in his hand like a regular gun. It is possible to give him this sort of arm cannon look if you fold his hand in and then plug it in from there. You can sort of doing this on the wrong arm. Hold on. Yeah. Do that. If you plug it in to his hand, if it'll cooperate with me. There we go. You can sort of give him that hand cannon look that they would have in the show. So there is that. They do peg in a few places, but all the connections seem really loose for some reason, and I don't know why that is, but that is a thing you can do. And for the final accessories, he comes with two little scraplets. They are pretty well detailed. Got their little legs and arms there. They do have opening and closing mouths, and their head is on a ball joint. But yeah, you can open the mouth, and as you can see, the teeth come with it. Very nice detail. We've got that shredder mouth going on. The top jaw piece does tend to unhook and not slide around. You can see his teeth poking up there, but it is supposed to slide down like so, and it's not hard to move. But yeah, and they did show this in the promo pictures where you can kind of latch them onto his wings if you want, you know, just sort of have them biting down, going to town, chomping away. And the only real difference between these two is the one has red eyes and one has blue. Essentially, otherwise they are the same. And these are a neat little inclusion. You know, the scraplets were definitely an interesting little addition to the show. So I certainly am not complaining about getting these guys. Put them off to the side. So yeah, so for some size comparisons, here we have him next to the Doom and Destruction Windsweeper. And for a prime comparison, here we have him next to Wheeljack. So that should give you a general idea of how big he is. Alright, I suppose, oh yeah, next thing would be articulation. His head is on a ball joint. You got plenty of range of motion there, up and down. Not really full 360, parts get in the way, but he does have plenty of motion in the head. His arms are on ball joints, double ball joints actually, and well, a ball joint and a hinge. Can't really do 360 because the wings get in the way, but they do have plenty of range of motion. Does have a bicep swivel and a odd elbow joint, but his elbow does go 360 around, and it does have some up and down there. Hands are just on a swivel for transformation. Let's see. No waist swivel. Legs can go that far forward and that far back. Get much more back on this one. He does have a fair amount of splits. No ankle tilt. Kinda, yeah, you do get some up and down in the toe due to transformation, and his knees have under 90 degrees of bend. Yeah, that's about it for the articulation. So I guess now we can move on to transformation. So first thing you want to do is flip those hands in. Next we're gonna sort of scrunch up the arm. We're gonna bring it up on that hinge and then rotate it to connect to that tab right here, like so. That'll form the side. Bring it up and scrunch in like so. Then we're gonna disconnect the wings on his back. So we're gonna bring this panel up first, and then yeah, these wings do like to kind of get in the way of everything. But yeah, we're gonna bring them down like so, and there goes the gun. Just put that off to the side. But yeah, just bring those all the way around. Actually, we do kind of want the wings folded down when we are doing all this. Yeah, the wings definitely do get in the way a fair bit. Come on. And there goes the other gun. And I'm still trying to get these moved out of the way. I really wish they would have put a little more motion into these. Okay, there we go. Okay, so you want his wings behind him like so for when you get all this going. Then you're gonna have this part sticking straight up. Then you're gonna sort of disassemble the legs. You're gonna bring this panel up, rotate the toes all the way in. Then you're gonna bring this section out. Flip that out, flip that out, and then you're going to sort of bring this all together, if it'll let me. There we go. And we're going to bring this down flat against the body and then fold this whole thing down. You can sort of see the car forming now. or the car jet thing. Gonna make sure these pieces on the side are lined up, and we can just push his arms into place. There is a tab here and a little slot right there. And last time I did this, it did fight me a bit, so I won't be surprised if it doesn't quite want to go in willingly. Oh, yeah. Definitely make sure that this goes under like that. It'll make it easier. You won't have to redo it. Yep, it's fighting me. There we go. Okay, now for this piece, you're just gonna compress it in. Come on. There we go. And now we can bring the wings back up, and this tab will go into this slot here on the side. Alright. Make sure everything's all nestled together. And once it comes together, it does hold together fairly solidly, and he does look good. He is a flying jet car thingamabob, as was in the show. I do find it a little amusing that the difference between the flyers and the cars is essentially just they replace the tires for wings mostly. It really does look like a car with wings, but you know, that is an interesting take on the whole subject. And again, we can bring the guns back in, and again, I like to keep them on the wings. And you can take the big guns and put them here. And while they don't fit super perfectly, they're not so loose that they'll shake off, but they will bump off pretty easy. So yeah, if he's just sitting there, you don't have to worry about him just randomly falling out if you just pick him up. But yeah, they do. This connection's not the most secure, but there is that. Now let's get another size comparison going here. So to compare, here we have him next to Wheeljack again. Got an idea of how big he is. Yep, see, like I said, they just kind of bump off. Let's just get this out of the way. So yeah, definitely wider with those wings, but a little bit thinner and around the same length. And here he is with Legacy Knockout. So yeah. Get an idea for that. But yeah, overall, the very nice figure. I did not get many of the Prime figures when they were, originally available, because I had sort of taken a break due to some distaste with the movies at the time. So I missed out on a lot of the Prime stuff. I think I only have 2 or 3 figures that were from the actual Prime series. Wheeljack and Optimus, and I think maybe one more. I'd have to look. But this is a very nice figure, and from what I understand, APC does good quality fourth-party reproductions. And there are definitely some other figures of theirs I would like to get. I definitely have my eyes on that bulkhead they did right before this guy. Hopefully I'll be able to pick that guy up soon. And overall, it's a nice figure. I really like how shiny and silvery it is. And I'm pretty sure it's actually done in an actual silver plastic, because I haven't seen any indications of major paint applications. I mean, obviously some pieces are painted, like these dark bits on the wings, and there's some here in the hood. But I think for the most part, it is just done up in that silver plastic. So, and it looks really nice. He's very solid in vehicle mode, and his joints are tight in robot mode. And from what I understand, that this is just a one-to-one of the original, with the exception of maybe these guys. I don't know 100% for sure about the guns, but I imagine that they were included in the original release. I got hair in my mouth. But, yeah, and I don't think this guy was terribly expensive. I think he was around $40-something, which isn't too bad, especially for an unofficial release. I'd have to go and look. I don't remember how much he was. I know I got him off a Shozi's store, and the price was not bad, all things considered. So, if you think this guy looks good, he's definitely worth picking up. Aside from the wings being really a hassle during the transformation, I don't really have too many complaints. The guns could fit in the ports a little bit better, but, again, they will pass a shake test. It's just if you bump them, they'll fall off real easy. But overall, that is my video review of the APC Galaxy Mob, otherwise known as the Elite Vehicon Warrior.